This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Have you ever fallen in love? Do you want to stay in love? Or has love broken you into tiny little pieces of yourself that you can no longer put together? Char! Hello, I am Jamie Leila Nina Esdia Camos.
And with her, I am Davika Ryan Abunas. And today, we will serve as your host for today's episode of
The Talks.
where we not only talk about hot topics and trending issues, but about life and love as well.
Speaking of love, I heard that in today's episode, we will talk about that mentioned topic. And by that, the name of our episode for today is The Love Talks. To join us today to talk about these very, should I say, inspiring or controversial stories are two amazing guests who's going to share their ideas and perspectives regarding love.
Indeed, we are. We are honored today to have two awe-inspiring people who have not only written many novels and books about the hot topic of love, but are also widely known for inspiring spiciness in relationships, especially when it comes to pure young love.
Yes, indeed. And these guests are none other than Brix Bualat and RV Cachero.
Okay, everyone, settle down. I understand that you are all very much as ecstatic as we are. So, let's cut to the chase and go on with the talks.
Let's go and have a chat with Mr. Briggs and RV.
Let's go live in 3, 2, 1.
Gugma, gugma, gugma. Like, the story na punta about gugma, guys. Another episode of this of our talks, right? Bricks.
Yes, love. Yeah, young love. Young love. Young love. Talking about young love now. So first off, what is love? What is love? What is love for you, RV? What is love?
For me,
Hmm.
I think love can be in a lot of forms.
Hmm.
Anyone can love an object, a memory, a place, a song, a book. Anyone can experience love in different ways. And I think if we put it on a personal perspective, yeah, love is unrequited, right?
Hmm.
Unconditional.
Unconditional.
Yep. And love is something you wouldn't expect.
Hmm. I
Right?
agree.
How about you? What is love for you, right?
For me, it's more of like the journey of being with someone, something you love, caring for them, um, thinking about each other and how each other would feel, something like that. It's the journey, more on the journey that you have with someone, the connections you build.
Yeah, connections. Yeah, that's a really good word. Connection.
Mm.
Actually, love can also be an affection or for another arising out of kinship or personal ties. For example, mother's love, right?
Oh, mother's love, unconditional love. Your
Unconditional
parents,
love.
how your parents love you, your
Yes.
brothers, sisters, your
Uh,
relatives, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. Also from childhood, right? Do you have like do you love someone from your childhood, right? Anyone?
Uh, I don't think so, but
You don't think so? Okay.
I think friends, maybe, maybe some friends here there. But
Maybe
yeah,
me too. Like maybe I like someone before, but like I'm not really like hindi ko kamat ngon nga. I like this guy. He's kind of like that kind of love maybe for me.
admire,
Admire,
maybe,
yeah. Another thing about love also maybe from sexual desires, right?
attraction based on
Attraction,
sexual desires, affection
Uh,
and tenderness felt by lovers. Lust maybe last.
Yes, yeah.
I got
And
horny
also,
by now.
oh my god,
Oh my god.
discretion, guys.
uh, uh,
Also, love can also be an affection based on admiration. For example, you look up to someone
mm,
like Dr. Salazar, a very famous
mm.
national hero of us.
You
Um,
just like you have like like maybe like the social media stars. You're like, oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
god, so
I like this
handsome.
guy. Nah,
His
yeah.
personality. Oh my god. And then you just can't reach them or something like that.
Like admiring them from afar.
Uh,
That can
cannot
also be
get
love
me.
also.
And no, like young love. I think young love is more on romantic, right? In the most social situation, it's on romantic love, right?
Yeah. Can we like we'll have we'll have the definition down by Google search, right?
Mm.
So here we have young love tends to be based on nothing but feelings. This
Mm.
means that it's all about feelings. You're not thinking about it clearly with no? Like
Mm.
it's go with the flow.
Instincts,
Yeah, instincts, go
instincts,
with the flow.
emotion based,
Yeah. This means
purely
that the
emotion.
couple, yeah. This means that the couple has not faced or overcome a challenge or difficulty together. That is young love hereby. They are also
Mm.
passionate about each other. They think about each other constantly and wants to spend all their time together. That's it.
Mm.
That's what on Google went. What you can say
Mm.
about it?
This one, no, that want to spend all their time together. I think
Yeah,
that's suffocating.
kind of right.
You should have boundaries. You was at you it's find time for yourselves.
Yeah.
And when you can spend time together, then spend time together.
Yeah. Wait, wait. I'm gonna ask you some question. By
Mm.
what is young for you? Like young lang.
Young,
The word young.
young, young.
Is it about like physically or like age
If
or
it's young, let's say young usually is like what no, teenager years, or maybe
yeah
maybe grade school. That
grade
can be
school?
young,
Yeah,
but I don't think you would know what love is when you're like kindergarten nursery. I don't think you would know love, but there.
yeah. Like you older people that they that is love, but all of us has like different kind of definition about it, especially when we base it on experience, diba?
Hmm. Maybe
Mm,
there's high school kids who knows more about love than I do. Maybe you do. No, never
yes.
know.
Um, Hereby we have the age in which teens develop romantic interests and other people varies tremendously from child to child. Some kids may start expressing interest in having a boyfriend or girlfriend as early as age 10 day.
10. What is
Grabe.
that? 10 is like grade
Grade, grade
6,
5,
no?
6? Oh
5.
my god.
Somewhere there.
Grade 12 or grade 12. Dili na pwede. At age 12 or 13. More like grade 7 or 8, diba?
Yeah, I think that's when uh we develop as much now. We're like, oh shit, that's for a relationship na like that.
Yeah.
Around there that time, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Other people, ako dai, I'm
Mm.
just saying, I was looking for like a relationship because everyone has it.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
you're
diba?
pressured to that. You're like,
Yeah,
oh, what they have is so nice. I wanna try it
I
like that.
wanna try
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Like that,
Without
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
anything, yeah, without thinking any like consequences, like the
Mm.
obligations as a partner to one another, diba?
Mm.
I'm sure like,
Like I remember my best friend in grade school had a girlfriend, and I was just like, "Can I have also? Can I have also, please?"
yeah, and then we pull some people back, and then we think that, oh my god, this is so suffocating. They're so very high maintenance and shit.
I can't relate. Never had relationship with that.
Sige, mapadapli na lang ko because I had some couple. Okay. Actually, since we're talking about young love month,
Mm.
there it can give a lot of importance to us, diba? How,
Young
how about
love,
you?
I think, is important.
How
Yeah.
how can you say that young love is important for us, especially that
For
both of us here are
mm,
growing back?
yeah, we're still learning.
Yeah.
to have our life ahead of us. For me, only recently I've been dabbling in the arts of love.
Oh, she.
Oh
Okay.
shit! And I can say na my ignorance of love is bringing me down. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
this I haven't had any relationships or like any love life. Maybe like crush here or there, but never like reach out to them, you know, and be like, I like you. And then they're like, oh, I like you too. No, never had that. Maybe like I got rejected here and there, but never had like a deep connection with the
With
different
them.
gender, but other than other than being friends. And I would
Uh,
say na it's hard out here not knowing anything about
yeah.
love, you know. It's hard.
Actually, by young love is important because it creates an identity. It
Yes.
it creates identity to yourself, or and it creates space for development, right?
Mm.
And,
Developing it through
yeah,
someone.
even though it is like short term or long term, you can actually like see yourself like, oh my God, I really going ani
Oh.
before. I
Mm.
don't do this
Something
to anyone
changed
before.
in
Yeah,
you.
even though
Like what
like
my friends would say, you know, like when before he met you, uh he was like not emotionally well. He's like cold as a rock, something like that. I remember my friends told me that before I met someone. I was like not emotionally available. So yeah, it will really change you. It will really change your love. Will really change you.
yeah, bisan pag na like positive or in negative way that you learn something about you learned something about love, it can actually influence you into
Mm.
building a self esteem, right?
Mm.
It also like
Build yourself.
also one also by
Mm.
interestingly is young love gives you or like makes you create a standard of what you like.
Mm.
It creates a standard
Standard. Yeah.
for you. Like
Lets you know your taste on the
yeah,
opposite gender or same. Depends on you.
yeah. It creates a sa tong giingon?
Your preference. Your
Yeah, a
standard. Your
standard. Yeah,
preference.
especially in what you think that you deserve, right?
Mm.
If you have like a lot of experience about it, about love,
Mm.
it really creates
Uh. Mm. Great.
like it creates
Okay.
standard ay oo.
But I think that it 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 gives you like it young love makes you know your value, no value.
Yeah,
And say that you're how you value yourself, how you value others. And let's say like you have high standards. You have high standards. And let's say like you're a mid person. You're meh. You're meh. But you have high standards. Then of course what you would do is you would bring value into the relationship. Maybe it's like
yeah,
I can do this. I'm talented. I know my way around this thing, this that thing. And then they're like, oh, he's a high value man. Oh, shit.
yeah.
Oh,
The higher the standard, the more effort that you give about it.
the more effort.
Because you want it, magod, diba?
Yeah, that's your preference. Of course, you
Oh,
would
Jay.
work hard for that. You'd work yourself. You would work on yourself. You would work hard.
Oh, yeah, and also young love can also be like a synonymous to the word pure.
Pure love,
Yeah,
pure
because
emotions.
it young love does not have any other desires or needs other than the person you want to be with or interested in. Na we're so young that we make rash decisions about it
And then we don't
without considering the consequences, diba?
like we just don't care. But so we get experience down.
Yeah, like ang shortcut like kay wa tay buot. Ana na siya. When you experienced love before, what tay buot. So like
Mm.
we down so bad about it.
Mm. And then when you get experience, that's when you build yourself. That's when you know when you start knowing more about love
About yourself, yeah. About yourself through love.
and how you love. How you
See?
love.
Oh, by the way, bro,
Mm.
We're talking here no, yeah, puros ta guys, right? I'm not straight
Mm.
though, but like we're
Ah,
guys.
you're not straight? What are,
Yeah, I'm not straight. She.
I didn't know. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
oh my
I
god.
what? Yeah, we
Yes,
wanna
there's no woman. No. Let's hear from the audience ka.
yeah
Like their experiences on love.
because like as I said before, diba ganina, all
Mm.
of us have like different perspective on how we fall in love. It could be like
Mm.
because of their personality or like appearance or simply who they are as a person.
Yeah, and
I
we're both
believe that
men.
true love knows no gender, race, or size or
Ah,
color,
yeah.
diba?
Yeah.
Ikaw ha.
We're both
But
men.
we're both men. Oh my god, stop. So
uh,
we wanna know more about the perspective of women about
oh, yeah.
love and love itself and young love, right?
So I guess we go to Debbie and
Jenny, yeah,
Jenny for this, and let's learn more. Let's go.
let's
Let's
go.
go.
We will be reading stories sent to us by one of our listeners. Are you excited to hear this, Dad?
Absolutely. Who doesn't love listening to love stories, man? Diba?
True. So let's hear this story now, shall we?
Here we go. Hello, Miss Davika and Miss Jamie, and to the guest speakers for today's episode. I am Lily, and I just simply want to share to you about my first-hand experience in young love. This happened years ago, actually, during my high school years. I am in college now, and listening to this podcast made me reminisce about those times that I had during those years.
First loves don't always equate to young loves and vice versa. But I'd like to say that mine was one and the same. We were high school classmates all throughout the 6 years of both junior and senior high. Can you imagine? We've been together in the same room for 6 years straight. We didn't hit it off together immediately though. For 3 years, we were friends. He was one of the only male friends that I had who I was very comfortable with.
I wouldn't be able to say that we were the best of friends, but we were close ones. We shared loves together, quite a lot of them actually. We shared struggles in ACADS, chicas, gossips, and everything in between. We had the same humor, and we used to goof around a lot together. Things were strictly platonic with us for the first 3 years. I had an array of different crushes, and he had his own share of situationships. It wasn't until 10th grade when things started to change.
I don't even know how that came to be. One moment, I knew our classmates were teasing us together, then the next, I knew we were talking every night. It wasn't long when we confessed. Then it all started there. We weren't anything official. We both knew with ourselves that we weren't ready for a serious relationship, so we settled with whatever we had then. It was good while it lasted. He was very kind and patient to me. For the first time in my life, I felt as if I was living the romance fiction I used to delve myself into. We acted as if we were boyfriend and girlfriend, even though we were not, and had such a whirlwind romance that it didn't surprise me anymore when we ended just as quickly.
We were two immature teens who pursued a situationship impulsively and didn't bother putting up boundaries. So when the pandemic hit and the quarantine was implemented, you can only imagine how that took a toll on our so-called relationship. We call it quits. Well, I did, as I realized things were going for the serious route and I still can't handle that. When it comes to committing to a relationship, we both know that he was the one more prepared for it, and I wasn't. My education and my future career was always a priority to me, and anything else that might hinder that is something that I would let go without any remorse. And then I realized that I couldn't juggle my goals and him together, so I had to let one go. I could never let go of my dreams, so instead, I let go of him.
To add to that, I didn't see how that relationship could move forward. One of the many downsides of a no label relationship, I guess, you start to question where you stand in his life and where he is in yours. And when you can't find it, then that's when the real conflict begins. And I didn't find it. For the longest time, I downplayed that relationship due to guilt and due to the cringe of how immature we were when it happened, I guess. I was always thinking, ay nadala raman guro ko ato kay lisog-sug me. Maybe I was just lonely and he was the only one who was there. It wasn't possibly love. Kaya if love, though I would have stayed. It took me almost 2 years to realize the opposite. It was indeed love, in its simplest and most uncomplicated form. Puppy love is still love after all. It was love in the way my 16-year-old self thought it was.
For 2 years, we didn't have contact with each other, which was sad, thinking how close we used to be. All those years, it was only recently, before we entered college, that the closure we sought for was met. I found my peace then and accepted everything I used to be in denial with. That what we had was love. That was my first love. That he was my first love. We are still friends now since we share mutual ones as well. But the sad thing is, we can no longer be the same as we used to be. But, but such things I already have accepted no matter how painful it was. Losing a friend who was someone you once loved is never easy, and yet it is part of life. And that ends the story of how my first love came to be. Yours, Lily.
That was a good one. I think all of us went through a heartbreak when we were in junior high school, right, Devika?
I think so too, Jemmy. And we actually have another story to read, and it is from Tracy. I think this is as interesting as the first one.
I'm quite excited to hear this one as well, so let's start reading it. Good day, Miss Devika and Miss Jemmy. I am Tracy, and I am going to share with you my story because listening to your podcast inspired me to share my own. This is kind of cringy, but it happened, and there's nothing I can do to change anything. I wanted to finish high school with no heartbreaks and to not fall in love. However, that was changed when I met this transferee.
I didn't have an intention to be in a relationship with her. I just wanted to be friends with her because she seemed so cool. I didn't want to be in a same sex relationship. But love is like a lost object. If you search too hard, you won't find it. But if you just forget about it momentarily, it will show up in the most unexpected way.
We were just talking and getting to know each other without the intention of falling in love, and the next thing I knew, I was longing for her presence and couldn't get through a day without talking to her. At that time, I was hesitant to take the risk, but I said, it is now or never. I confessed, and she said she felt the same way. And for some reason, I did not believe every word she uttered. Trust issues, yarn?
But things slowly progressed, and until such time she was transferred to another school by her family. And at first, we were fine, like we updated each other, and things were slowly changing. And then eventually, everything had completely changed. She stopped communicating with me, and it was heartbreaking. Really.
I had a difficult time moving on. Wait, actually, I never wanted to move on. I just wanted to be with her, which sucks because I knew that such a thing would never happen and the odds were against us. I knew that I should walk away the moment she stopped communicating with me, but I did not.
I continued to stay in the ship that was sinking until I realized that leaving or staying would kill me just the same. I decided to let the rope slip through my fingertips and let her go. Love may come in the most unexpected way, but not always at the right time. Some people meet just to be a lesson to each other. That was one of the good things that ever happened to me, even if it meant heartbreak and tears. Yours, Tracy.
Aw, that was both cute and heartbreaking. Basta jud high school no, kay colorful jud kaayo ang love life. Lily and Tracy are proof. But unfortunately, most don't last. Well, some do, pero murag most jud no kay dili, kay papilove paragi young love pa nya daghan pag ma-meet in the future, labi na sa college. So, what do you think about this, RV and Brick?
Alright, alright. Right, that was
Oh my
like a
God,
very
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh my
It's really
God.
interesting.
So spicy.
She's like
Yeah.
chicken joy, spicy.
Like
Ah,
spicy or not spicy chicken joy.
right. So like Lily has a very complicated situation, right?
Mm,
Okay, he's
Lily.
friends with this guy for like
Long
two
time.
years. Yeah, like
No, 2 years.
6 years.
Yeah, the
6
relationship
years.
was 6 years.
They were like friends for
2 years.
like 2 years, and
2 years.
dahil wala sila confess to each other. Ay, na-confess sila, right? At the end na, that
Mm.
when they realized nga, they were really for each other.
Mm.
Pero before that, they did not pursue their relationship with each other. They were
Mm.
like going with the flow. Kasi tawagan na ka na, walay label.
Yeah, no
Check the
label.
label, mommies.
Yes, I think labels are kind of important. So, yeah. So you know where
No?
you stand,
Yeah.
you know?
So where you stand, yeah.
Here, there, everywhere.
Yes.
God,
Actually, no, let's talk about labels though for a short time.
labels, yeah, labels.
How many labels did you have before?
Uh, one. I don't have
One
much
only.
relationship. Yeah, only one label.
Did you guys like had difficulties on like putting up a label during like
No, it was like spontaneous, like, and it was instant.
like kita na? Oh yeah, yeah.
They
Ana.
don't, they don't, they don't, they don't, they don't, they don't.
Okay,
It's
from
instant.
my experience with okay, putting up a label is so like hassle,
Ah,
especially like junior
I
high,
see.
junior
Junior
high,
high.
and then like mana
I
siya.
never had those at junior high, so
They
yeah.
I was Catholic school, right? So
Mm.
you know what happened in Catholic school.
Ah, ah, ah,
ah, ah.
ah.
So yeah, putting up labels on when you're like when kanang immature pa kay kanya put up kag labels day, especially when you're not sure nga ready ka.
Mm.
Kay naman to one time nga the person that I was with was forcing me to put up a label na already
Oh.
so that he can so that makabrowse siya sa mga
Yeah,
friends.
I have. Yeah,
Yeah,
skirt,
yeah,
skirt
he's
me.
me
I'm
with you
cool.
like
Like that, like that, like that.
he
Better me,
skirt me that.
guys. I am. Like that.
Yes, yeah. I was like, no, like we need to know more about each other.
Mm.
Andat kanang kuan day. Kung ano ko nga person, like I want to know more about the person.
Mm. Before you commit.
O gani kay if you go kanang directly without like having a goal or something, I like putting up an insight without to what you really want. Kay mura kag mo stray away from what you really want. Murag
Mm.
same kang Lily. O siya, wala siya.
Mm.
Like, wala. She doesn't know what she wants. She knows what she wants, but she doesn't know what to do about it.
Mm.
Kay, they were best of friends man daw with the guy.
Mm.
More siya like that guy, like the one that got away kind of situation.
Ah, ouch. Could have worked out, but
Yeah.
like that.
Like, she was like, um, focusing so much on her dreams that she cannot
Mm.
like, I mean, we can understand on that part because, all of us have
Mm.
dreams to pursue.
Mm.
Yeah. We know if we know more about ourselves, we know that there's some things na mahindra about certain dreams, right?
Mm.
And she didn't, and she said here, she
Just
said
couldn't
kanina
find a
nga,
balance. You cannot
yeah,
find a
she didn't see nga,
balance.
she said here nga, I didn't see how that relationship could have moved forward.
Mm.
She didn't see, kanang di niya makita yung self with a guy while she's achieving her dream. Kay feel siguro niya na marag hindrance ang relationship to that, right?
Mm. And if you were like the guy, like if someone tells you like we should stop because I can't handle like this, what do
Yeah.
you think your reaction should be as the guy? Harvey, what do you think? Be like,
I think
no, not like that. No, should
no,
not.
I'm not that kind of person like mo beg like no, we can work this out. I'm not that kind of guy. Kaya I really respect I respect someone's decision, especially when they
Mm.
focus themselves on themselves. Hindi ko siguro madismaya guro ko. Kay she she doesn't want to move forward. Pero
Mm.
they were doing things more than just friends, right?
Mm.
So like what was all those things all about? Were those fake or unsa ba? Or
Mm.
like mura to siya like pakitang tao or something. Feel ko madismaya ko on my part. How about you guys? How about you guys?
Mm. I think yeah, I would let him go, bis. It's not all about the human side. Like it's not all
Yeah,
about
exactly.
what if it benefits you, but then it doesn't benefit them.
Yeah.
Of course, you need to take consider about your partner, the one you're with in relationship with. Take consider and respect their decision and see like rationally na is this is this something that we can continue doing? Can we handle this together?
Yeah.
And if you think you can, then maybe I guess. But the other one is giving up naman said so.
Yeah, we can't really do anything about it, right?
Mm.
One good thing about it though, about the relationship that they had after 2 years, right?
Mm.
They were still friends. No, that's still good.
That's good. That's good.
They accepted the things that they weren't able to do with each other. Bisan pag like unsa kasakit, they accepted it both. Pero like it's still it lacks something.
Mm.
They're friends, pero like they're friends. They had memories together, but like it was a opportunity wasted.
Yeah. Yeah. Like shit. Oh my god. Could have been this, could have been that. But all you can do is move on, I guess.
Yeah, she said about the kanina na losing a friend who was someone you once loved is never easy, and yet it is part of life.
Ah, I remember like what do you think na if um like after you guys like break up, do you think na or like go your separate ways, do you think na after that relationship could still be friends? Do you believe that you could still be friends?
In my case, personally, I'm friends with my past
Mm.
relationship. I am friends with them because we we had closures with each other. Like we ended we amo ang pag-end na mo ato kay it was bad. But like
Mm.
not at least we came to a point that we had a closure with each other. We apologized to each other actually. And then we we still like root for each other from afar na. But we don't
Mm.
talk. But we're friends.
Mm. I think it also depends with what's not with the situation. So like
Yeah.
example, if you became close friends with, like example, you had a relationship with a stranger, like no one's friends with your stranger, not none of your friend group is friends with that the person that you like, and then you get into a relationship and then you start making friends with their friends, and it's like the connection is close now.
Yeah.
If it's like that, then I guess yeah, you can easily like you could easily be friends with them still. But I think if it's like like complete stranger, you fell in love with them, you're in a relationship, and you didn't build much connection with their friends, then I think it's easier to let go if you don't become friends. You just cut off contact with them if there's no other connections you built through her or them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like I agree on the part when you said cutting them off. I think
Mm.
that's healthier
Mm.
in some
It's
way
easier for you.
to move on and
Mm.
to be better about yourself, diba?
Yeah, but there's no one like you're not cutting off anyone else. You're not friends with
Yeah.
their friends, man. So yeah, I think cutting off is the best. Yeah, it depends on your situation. Depends.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
Moving on to the next. What's that next story? From from
um,
from
Sagot ka din.
Tracy.
Tracy. Kalimot na
Tracy.
siya.
Same sex relationship.
Yeah, this is quite
What do you think?
complicated.
What do you think? Because I never been
You're
in a.
straight.
I'm straight,
Oh my
straight.
God, straights are overrated.
Ah, ah,
Ah,
how dare you?
sorry. That came out kind of personal. But like
Tracy,
Tracy
Tracy.
is
Di ba she said here na she was straight, no? Or like she was not looking for a same-sex relationship.
yeah.
Yeah, here,
But like
yeah.
it came to a point that they like each other.
Mm. What do you think about this? Because I don't really know much about same-sex.
Um. How do I say this though? Oh, Tracy said that they were just like talking and getting to know each other, like without
Mm.
any intention of like falling in love. Or like
Mm.
The next thing she knew though, cause she was like longing for her presence. Presence.
Presence.
Yes.
Yes, presence.
So also when you get into a same sex relationship, though, there's a lot of things that you need to
Factors.
encounter. Yeah. It's for me. I'll just tell this from like personal experience. But
Mm.
first, you need to encounter is about yourself. If you're really sure about that one, you need to
Mm.
like ask yourself, like,
Do I
am I
like the
sure?
same
So I'm like,
sex? Yeah.
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 It's
Am I
it's not
willing
it.
to go far with the same sex? Yeah.
Yeah. And like,
Personally, no, but continue.
okay. So like asking yourself about it, right? Because same sex is not easy.
Mm. Mm.
The second is family.
Mm.
If you're not
Family.
open about yourself, about your sexuality to your family, it's gonna be hard introducing your loved one or like your partner to them because they
Mm.
don't have any idea, or if you don't open up, okay, they don't have any idea on how to understand you in your situation. Like they're
Speaking
going to
of
like,
family, no. Speaking of family, I think the reason why not much people get young love is because family doesn't allow it, di ba?
yeah, especially kailangan kuan, um when your family is like really conservative,
Mm.
like they want to like you need to finish college and such,
Uh,
and
yeah,
like
find
that kind of
work
family.
first before relationship.
Yeah, you need to focus first on your family and like that.
Uh, paano
So
naman kami?
yeah, paano naman kami, like I'm like,
Iwanan mo
no,
kami.
iwanan mo kami. No, I don't want. If they ask me like, I'd be like,
Oh,
how dare you?
how dare you?
Oh,
How
how
dare
dare
you?
you?
Why how dare you? What?
How dare you? Wala lang.
Wala lang. How dare you lang.
How dare you lang?
Uh,
You just um so yeah, like family, right?
mm.
Then third is society,
Society yan.
especially here in the Philippines. Kay it's a Catholic country.
Mm.
Not most of the people are not open about it.
God,
I mean,
you like same
one
sex?
yeah, and that's not allowed in the Holy
Yeah.
Bible. Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God, you're gay?
Oh my God, you're
Ah,
gay.
what the
You're
fuck?
going, yeah.
Do you like me, Lo? Yeah.
Oh my God, so you're gay, so like you like me?
Uh,
Boy, that's not how it works. So yeah, like if 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 you visit on a like on this setting in the Philippines, but it's going to be like hard at convincing the society about
mm.
like about your
Your
feelings.
relationship.
Yeah,
Relationship. And I know
like
like some
especially
relationship,
the
no?
young ones by
Mm. Young
the young
ones.
ones
Yeah, young ones. Young ones.
are very
They
vulnerable
don't know.
about it.
Easily
Like
influenced. Young ones are easily
yeah,
influenced.
so
What if you
um
like a guy, ba, and then since you're bullied to not liking guys, you'll just be lost. You're like, oh, do I like
yeah,
men? Do I like women? I don't know.
like you're one thing about sa kay you're just going to force yourself to be straight just
In the
because
closet,
yeah,
scared to go out because of you're gay. The fuck?
you'll be like straight passing to everyone.
Mm.
I did that before, but it's so funny. I did it before, but like
Uh,
I don't know how they knew about it.
um,
Maybe because I'm talking too much. I'm talking to every boys that I encounter with.
uh,
Yeah.
but is it like manly way? Like, hey bro, what's
Yeah.
up, bro? Like that.
Like, hey boy, yeah.
Not
Not
like,
that
hey, what's up?
yeah, I don't
Not
think
like that. Not like that. Not like that.
like, hey boy, yeah, and then
Hey yo, what's up, bro?
what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Like that, diba?
And also
How,
know na labels. I think some like people want labels. And
yeah,
imagine like um you have a label, and then you go around like, oh, we're boyfriend girlfriend, and then I'm like, but you're gay.
yes. That's not allowed because
You're a
you're gay.
man. Why do you like other man? Why you're a woman? Why you like other woman?
No, if they ask me like that, bay, kay, mana dyan ko nga. Mas nga, no, because you're gay. I'm like, no, because you're straight. I'm like, that is not allowed because you're straight. Straights are overrated. Ah, okay, going back to Tracy. She,
Tracy.
she said here, diba, they were like studying in the same school. Then eventually the girl went to another school.
Mm.
So ano, she said here nga, they were at first bitaw on the stage of like ano, getting to know each other. They were like, oh, it's good. Like Tracy said kanina na she to yung giingon kanina.
Tracy man.
No, ano siya nga, like the things that change progress slowly bitaw. Yeah, that's kind of hard in a way because you don't actually know what to do.
Mm.
Like it creates a paranoia within yourself. Like, oh my god, you're starting to not talk to me. What do I do? What did I do wrong?
Mm. Start
Yeah,
to doubt.
start to doubt yourself. Like, do I need to
Doubt.
change like that? Well,
Um.
yeah. She also said kanina na she had a difficult time moving on. Pero
Mm.
like she never wanted to move on daw. So like
Mm.
for to think about it, you actually need to move on. Okay,
Mm.
you guys are not talking, not
Yeah.
meant.
Imagine like you get to a new relationship and you haven't moved on. All you're gonna be like, oh, this girl, and your the person in your new relationship will be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of understandable though. Okay, it's a first-hand experience of Tracy being into
Ah,
that kind of relationship.
yeah. First is always the most memorable.
Yeah, first it's always that like pinaka hard to let go actually.
Mm. It's
Yeah.
there. It's always there.
First-hand experiences create a lot of trauma,
Mm.
especially
Trauma.
when you're young. Especially like the experience is like so fresh, like you haven't experienced it before. It's going to be like really hard to let go.
Mm. Mm. When it's
Uh,
like something new,
yeah,
trauma.
it's not.
You're susceptible to trauma
Yeah,
when you're new to something.
especially when you have trauma, but you create a barrier every time you have
Mm.
trauma.
You see, it's like you stop like I don't
Then
want to be part of this
of
love
this,
life thing. Fuck
yeah,
this. I hate men.
like also sad
Fuck
ka ng
woman
kuan.
like that.
Ano, if tawag na, if malisod kag move on, it's either like you build a barrier within yourself and to others, or
Mm.
you make so much effort about it that you forgot about yourself.
Mm.
Because if, for example, you haven't moved on and then you got to a new relationship, you're going to make a lot of effort just to prove to that person that you're worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hard thing on doing, especially on like young love or like fresh love or some kind of shit, right?
Mm. Feel like
Right.
that love is really just.
Yeah. I also like what she said kanina nga, love may come in the most unexpected way, but
And
not
that's
always
so
at the
true.
right time, right?
That's
Right?
so true. It's like when you don't look for love and it
Yeah.
comes. You're like, oh shit, not prepared for this shit.
Yeah. There's a
But
lot.
then you're like, but I also kinda want.
Yeah, like
And
there's a lot
this
of
person
doubt.
is so what's that? This person is so like don't wanna get
Yeah.
this toys. But then you're not prepared. You're like in the healing stage like that. Your trauma is still not
Still not like
past you,
wala pa siya nawala.
mm,
You haven't
you're just
recovered
bringing
from
it
it.
up to the new relationship,
Yeah.
and you're just bringing your problems to their what's up to their life.
Which is also not good, diba?
Mm, and also
You
they consider about your partners sa day.
yeah. You don't make someone like a trauma dump.
It's like you're just using them for that.
Yan eh.
And then
Like
you're just like, I'm
yeah,
okay now. Fuck
puro
you.
siya
Let's break
the
up.
term ano before is like panakip butas in Tagalog, diba?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Oh
But
yeah,
I guess
we call it
yes.
like
I guess so.
panakip butas, especially when you're like there's a hole left inside your heart, and then you want someone to fill it up.
Mm.
That kind of thing. So, Tracy, all I can say is that if you're not ready to commit, don't.
Fuck them.
Yes.
Stop. Wait a minute.
No more. Yeah. No more about yourself, like, and
Mm.
um,
But don't also go to the point na you push her away.
push her
Uh,
away. Just no more like
just
slowly.
tell them first na I'm not ready pa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like same sex. Like,
And then it
you know,
and depends on them if they wanna stay, they wanna
yeah.
pursue you pa.
Okay. There's a lot to discover about yourself if you're not sure,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
So, Tracy, it's a really good story by, even though it's short. There's a lot of things we can learn about it.
Short but sweet.
Yes. Thanks, Tracy. Okay.
And yeah, it's it for the result. And love is very
Really complicated.
complicated. Love.
It
I don't think we even covered everything about love.
like it feels good, but like the consequences are really hard.
But
Especially like when you have obligations about it.
experience,
Yeah.
experience. It's like the important thing, Jude, is experience. Experience, knowledge. Experience equals knowledge.
Knowledge equals
Smart.
ah
What?
ah
Ah, what
Wait,
is knowledge equals to? What? Growth. Growth.
there's a space for growth, guys.
Growth.
Yes.
I guess that's it. No.
Thank you for those insightful opinions and perspectives, RV and Bricks. We sure have learned a lot from your words. So, to conclude today's podcast, young love is like the first love we all felt when we first experienced butterflies in our stomachs. Young love is like when you first feel all the love and don't realize how broad true love it actually is. It is when you feel happy without thinking about responsibilities because you are still young. I believe that everyone remembers their first love. They may separate in the end, but they do indeed etch a deep meaning into the hearts of those that they affected.
Young love is similar to the phrase carpe diem, in that we all want to spend what we have today without thinking about what might happen tomorrow. We want to make the most of it today. At the end of the day, whoever came into our lives is both a blessing and a lesson. They may not be with us until the end, but we can shift our perspective from thinking of wasting our time and effort on them to being grateful for them because they made us happy, made us feel loved and appreciated at the same time.
And to end this podcast, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Love Talk.
We hope you not only enjoy the show, but learned a lot as well.
And if you hadn't yet, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to others.
Once again, thank you so much and have a blessed day, everyone.
Period.